Hello everyone, welcome back to another Chess World video. Today I'm teaching you guys how to counter the Caro Kann defense. Please like, subscribe, and click the notifications button so you don't miss out on any of my videos. So the Caro Kann defense starts after e4 and c6. So the point of the Caro Kann defense for black is to strike on second move with d5. This is different from the French defense because in the Caro Kann defense, the black bishop, the light square bishop for black, is open. So the main line goes with d4 and d5, and then here we advance. Let me show you. d4, d5, and we push. And then in this position, the light squared bishop for black can come out. However, that's not what I have prepared. After c6, I like to play the move knight c3. Now there's two options for black here. He can play the move d5, which is most common, or he could play the move knight f6, which isn't that great of a move. Knight f6 isn't great because we can play d4. Black has to play d5 because it's the only move that makes sense for him, unless he wants to go into the perk structure. So he plays d5, and we can play e5. And you'll see this position come later on. So that's why d5 is such a good move. We play knight f3 and black has three moves. Bishop g4, d takes e4, and knight f6. Now bishop g4 is a bad move because we play these certain moves. h3, which is a good tempo. Bishop h5, e takes d5, c takes d5. Bishop b5. Here black cannot play knight d2 because we just take the pawn. So he has to play knight c6, and then we play g4, bishop g6, and knight e5. And this is such a great position. If black plays perfectly normal, then he might hold on if he plays like really good moves. But even if he plays even one wrong move, then the whole game is gone. It's a very tricky position. Black has to play rook c8, and you have some plans. You can play queen f3 with the idea of h4, h5, and queen here. And black is just very cramped. He cannot do too much. So yeah, that's why bishop g4 isn't the greatest of moves. And now let's look at d takes e4. After d takes e4, we play knight takes e4. And black has a couple moves. He can play knight f6, or he could play something like bishop here. We'll cover knight f6 first, but either way it's the same thing, knight f6. Here we play the weird queen e2. The queen e2 move has some nice ideas of trying to skewer the king. Now this doesn't work yet because the g-pawn can take, but taking is actually a good move if it was our turn because it doubles the pawns. So as you can see, he plays bishop h5 because it's a casual normal move. And this position kind of transposes. If he played bishop f5 here, then it will transpose. So yeah. Here we can play knight takes f6, g takes f6, and d3. And now we have the ability to castle both sides. If you want to play super safe, you can castle to the king side soon. If you want to play a little more aggressive and go for the win, then castle into the queen side. The queen side's a bit better since we already have an open file. So in this position we refuted bishop g4 and d takes e4. Let's look at the final knight f6. This move we just play e5. Whenever the knight goes here in the Caro Kann, we can just push in knight e4. And here we can take. There's nothing wrong with that. You can go ahead and take. But I like to play the move knight e2. this plan here is to kind of trap the knight and queen b6. I mean, we're just giving black some random good moves. d4, e6, and c3. So we're trying to solidify the position. And here, bishop d7, knight g3, c5. And as you can see, here white has two moves. You can play with the take with the h pawn or the f pawn. The f pawn is fine because we attack the f7 square, and the h pawn is fine because we attack the h7 square. I personally think the h pawn is much better. F takes g3 is a mistake, but in some positions you can play f takes g3. So we learned how to refute all three lines in this position, and that concludes our counter the Caro Kann defense. So again, please like, subscribe, and click the notification button. I had to research a lot for this line, so I'd really appreciate it if you do like and subscribe, and So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.